What is up, Retro Maniacs? Welcome to Retro Card Chat Podcast. My name is Mike. I am from Mike's Retro Trading Cards, and I'm joined by two men that no matter how big the beef gets between them, they promise me not to get into an altercation in a celebrity basketball game. They are, of course, our Rocky and Apollo Creed, Joe Day and EP Eric Pahalik. How you doing, boys?
Sure.
Are you unfamiliar with the reference?
I am. I'm.
I don't think I am. I don't know either.
Oh, I don't know. It was like Santiago Sports and Blaze at the Collision, whatever culture Collision.
The Atlanta thing. I'm
yeah,
shocked.
The celebrity basketball game. Apparently, they have a beef. I don't know. I don't know who these people are, but it was a weak altercation in the basketball game. That's all I'm gonna say. Like one guy challenged the other to a fight. The other guy challenged the other to a charity break. I don't know. So, yeah.
Only in card collecting.
Yep, that is so
this is the world we are part of, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
That's not a grand fight, though.
EP, I'm going to meet you outside, and we're going to rip a box of 1999 Topps Chrome.
Yeah. And the guy that challenged him to the fight's like, give me like 3 months to get in shape. I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know who these people are. Why do they have such bad names? Why do we have a Blaze and a C Blaze? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's not great. I don't like any of it.
I don't know.
First things first, I want to say congratulations to the insert team here on their Super Bowl win.
What a game.
Yep, it was
awesome. It was such a great game. I mean, they were doing things up and down the field. It was they were throwing, and I think they were doing some running.
It's touchdowns, field goals,
And it's great for the hobby, the quarterback. I mean, it's
the winning quarterback, and then we'll see about the losing quarterback, how their cards, But so congratulations to
congratulations to them.
Yep. Good job. Cheers.
What's going on, EP?
Oh man, I got so many packs. I need to figure out something to do with these packs. I can't be sitting here opening up like just randomly opening 1990 Upper Deck packs just all the time, and 92 Fleer Ultra packs.
Well, for the 23-hour live stream that we're planning, I mean, you have to open up some packs.
Well, no, I need to save that. I'm saying I need something to do with these packs. I need a plan, and I think the 24-hour live stream.
23. Mike agreed to 23 hours.
Okay, if you said 23, we'll do 23.
I did not, and we're not doing either.
We'll do it.
Mike, in a text. Throw it up there, Mike. Throw up the text.
He's definitely not throwing that up.
You said we could do a 2, and then you put a symbol in between. A 2 something 3.
It was called the word or. Yeah.
Oh.
That was the symbol. 2 or 3.
Okay.
It's not 23.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Sorry. I know you probably failed math class, but 2 or 3 is not 23.
I killed it. I killed math class.
So I made some boxes yesterday. I hate making boxes. Let me just say, I went to Twitter to complain. When I had my card shop, one of the things I really hated to do, other than collating cards, it's even worse.
You made your dad do that.
Building boxes. And let me tell you, after I've matured for these last 20 years, I still hate doing boxes. I hate it. I don't know why. It shouldn't bother me. It's really not that hard, but it just irritates the crap out of me putting boxes together.
I put together 11 myself a couple weeks ago, and it's not fun at all.
Yeah, I bought like 7 or 8 of them, and I put together 2, and I'm like, the rest I'll just wait. So I just had stacks of cards waiting to be put in boxes because I'm like, I'm not going to put these together. So my den was just covered in box parts. It looked like a murder scene. It really did. Like just box parts all over the place. I
was getting to the point where my desk, I just had no more room. Not the one behind me here. That one's filled up. That's a whole different story. I haven't even begun to work
on
hope
for that. There's no hope for that.
Yeah, in my office, my desk was just covered with cards. I was running out of room to put my coffee on the desk. So I was like, I do have to finally put stuff together. And I did. And let me give a tip. I'm still saying putting in all the one side at a time, starting with the one end and then doing the other, is a much better process than trying to do each end.
As soon as you texted that, I'm like, son of a, that is the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yeah. I was doing it the other way.
I wish I had tried it that way, but I know I got into a little bit of a groove doing it the way I was doing it with like one divider at a time. So at like I did do it over like 3 days because it was like the first day I put together, she was like, this, I can't do this. And it was like the next day when I was off, I did the rest of them. And I wish I would tried it that way, but I got into a kind of a groove and after like 2 hours,
and let's talk
got
about
them all
the
done.
Cost. Let's talk about the cost of those boxes.
Ooh,
I mean, Mike, you're lucky you had some supply left, but holy crappy, Pete, you and I must have spent a couple $100 total between us on boxes.
Yeah, it's $12.50 each for the 5,000 count, and then this was like people gave gave me a deal like 30% off, something like that, and like $8 for the 3,200 count boxes. Like
it's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, thankfully I have a huge pile still left in the garage, but yeah, that's honestly one of the biggest shocks getting back into the hobby after all these years was the price of boxes. Like,
have you seen the price of binders?
No.
Yes, I have I bought 3 binders since then. I want to say they were all like $20 a piece.
What about binder pages?
I don't think they're as expensive. I
forget what they were, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the plastic because like penny sleeves are still pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Remember when top loaders and card savers went through the roof when people were sending shit off to be graded? Oh my God. I want to say a pack of card savers was like $50. It was ridiculous.
I remember when I was at a card show and I needed some sleeves, and I asked like how much for a pack of sleeves, and they said like $1. I was like, that's still $1, but everything else is like off the charts. I was shocked. I was shocked. That's
been $1 forever and hasn't gone up yet. Boxes are like 3x. They were I know 5,000 count boxes were $4.99 and may have gone to $5.99 before I closed, but I don't even know that they did.
And I'm sure people were losing their minds when they went up to $5.99.
Yeah. And that's assembled too, because I had to pay somebody
full service.
Did you assemble them for your customers at the shop?
I used to make them up. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say it was always me that made them, but yeah, we sold them assembled. Kimber wouldn't be able to figure out.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
My dad. It was all my dad.
All the grunt work. Your dad loved it.
Yeah. Boy, he did a lot of work. And I did very little. So we talked a little bit the other week about Panini and their Babe Ruth 1/1 autograph that had a George Brett autograph in it. And Panini said at the time that they would make it right, and true to their word, I guess they have. Saw pictures that they actually replaced the autograph in the card. Is that what they did, or did they print another card?
Based on what I saw, they printed a whole new card. They made up a whole new card and put the new cut, the Babe Ruth cut auto in there.
Yeah, props to them. We can make fun of them about that mistake, but at least they quickly handled it. I mean, mistakes are going to happen. At least you want a company that, like, Panini's not always been known to care about the issues people are having, but in this case, I mean, then again, it's a Babe Ruth autograph.
Right.
Kind of have to do it.
I was just going to say, like
don't give them too much credit.
The 1/1 Babe Ruth card, they couldn't kind of stick their head in the sand on this. They had to do something. I mean, we're letting them slide on that because they have so much other stuff. Like the redemption debacle. I mean, they're like, oh, we better make this one right so we can sneak in all those crap redemptions that we're exchanging for Tom Savage autograph cards. I mean, so they had the one with the most eyes on it, the biggest spotlight is the one they'll fix, and then they'll just let the other one just slide on through. I mean, that's exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, and that card's one of their probably a product seller. If you have a product that has a Babe Ruth 1/1, that's going to sell the product, and you can't you're going to destroy that brand and your name if you don't take care of that. It doesn't mean they get a pass on the other stuff, like you said, Joe. But yeah, and I think the fact that they did it quickly is like the more impressive thing. Like the fact that it got out there and they contacted the person and got it taken care of so quickly is really good. I think I saw that it was already being shipped to the person. Like they got card printed and got the cut, the new Babe Ruth auto, and got it sent off.
Well, they probably had the auto the auto, right?
I'm not 100% sure. It sounded like they cut it out of the piece of paper just now. So they maybe they had it already acquired it, but it sounds
on
like maybe
something that also had Lou Gehrig,
Lou Gehrig autograph. Right? Yeah.
So
pretty
you
well.
can kind of obviously it kind of looks like Babe Ruth. His autograph was underneath Lou Gehrig because if you look at it, like it's like shifted up really high in the box, like so they must have had to cut it pretty close and put it up in it. I noticed that, but
they should have made a special double auto for this person who had to go through this traumatic George Brett experience and give him the double Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth.
Throw a couple Tom Savage autographs at him at least,
or that,
that. I mean, you think they threw a couple of Tom Savages in the box?
Yeah, I may not know math, Mike, but I know Tom Savage equals Babe Ruth when it comes to
how disappointing that they didn't just replace it with a Tom Savage.
This poor guy. We've been sideswiping poor Tom Savage for a year now.
We have. It's out of love. Yeah. I mean,
actually, special guest on the 24-hour podcast, 24-hour live stream.
That would be
Tom
fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, if I can get Tom Savage,
I sent you the picture of the card that I pulled out of the local card shop. That I literally only picked that card up because it was Tom Savage, and he's kind of a channel icon. So,
he is. Yeah. You're sending it off to PSA, right?
I should.
It look clean.
Maybe I will. What are they at now? $19, $20? What is it now? Yeah. It could be worth it. Yeah.
Might be.
All right. So get into our main topic this week. This week is the big release week for 2023 Topps Baseball. Now, Joe over there, he's not a big baseball fan. I'm kind of in between, but that guy down there, where is he? Down there? He's a big baseball fan. Such a big baseball fan that guy, where is he? Right there. I never phone him. He is buying a case of 2023 Topps Jumbos to rip. Hopefully we're trying to work it out that maybe he can do a live stream while he's ripping the case. That'd be kind of fun. But in the spirit of Topps Baseball, we're gonna grill EP a little bit about the set, what he's doing with it, what's in it, all kinds of stuff to give everybody here a little bit of a preview, if you will, of 2023 Topps Baseball. A little different for us, but I mean, I'm not a big baseball fan, but how can you not get a little excited about Topps Baseball coming out? You know, I've been collecting since I was a kid. Like I've collected Topps. Like anybody of a certain age remembers when it was only Topps that you could buy. There was no buying other brands. I remember when Donruss and Fleer came into it. That was kind of neat, but it was always Topps that was the main set you wanted to. So, you know, with their history and their nostalgia, it's kind of a big deal that releases. So it's kind of funny too now that they release it in the actual year it comes out. I know when I had my card shop, they were releasing the base sets like in November of the year previous, which is kind of funny because the World Series had just ended and they've been coming out with next year product.
Wow.
But yeah, EP, let's talk a little bit about Topps and their relevance in the hobby.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like 1952 Topps, like that kind of like changed the game, added a bunch of color to the cards and stuff, and like we probably wouldn't have the modern, well, eventually maybe, but they kind of were the starter of the modern cards, like what we have today. I mean, so it's always exciting. And again, like you said, it feels like whenever Series 1 comes out, that's the start of the card year for all sports, in my opinion. Yeah. It just feels like it. And so Topps Series 1 is kind of a thing that it's the start of something cool, and that's kind of why I'm buying a case kind of leading into that. So
Joe, did you buy a case?
Oh, sorry guys, I muted you as soon as you said we're going to talk about baseball. No, I did not buy a case. No, okay. I passed on that one.
Just checking. Okay.
so in 2012, I bought 3 jumbo boxes of Topps Series 1, and I ended up turning that into the next time out. I got multiple boxes of Bowman. And then it turned into 2 cases of Gypsy Queen, and then 2 cases of Topps or Allen and Ginter. So, like, I was able to build it up, selling the cards, and that's kind of what I'm thinking about trying to do here.
Okay, so twofold question here. Why did you decide on the case of Topps, and why did you decide on jumbos?
Well, it's weird. Like the day I texted you guys, I said, hey, I think I'm going to buy a case. I saw a tweet or something like that where somebody had a photo of the 2023 Topps Series 1. And I was like, oh, I remember we talked about that, back when they released the design. I was like, I wonder when that's coming out. And I checked it, and it was coming out in like a week or 2 weeks. So I thought to myself, I could probably buy a case of that. And so it was like a spur of the moment type thing. I checked the price, and the price was like $9.49 for a case of jumbos. And I just sold that Michael Jordan card, and it just seemed like kind of like a sign.
Yeah.
A sign, like the universe send you a sign. They put you right here, right in time to be able to buy it, to pre-order it, and get it at a decent price before the price goes up after it releases and stuff. So
to be fair, you texted us, was like, I shouldn't buy this, right?
I did.
You texted that two people would be like, obviously you should. Like, you wanted affirmation more than anything.
Right.
You didn't want.
We do that a lot. Yeah.
Right. I shouldn't do this, should I? Yes, you should. Absolutely.
A case of jumbos is a little bit less overall cost, but also you're guaranteed 6 autos. You're not guaranteed an auto in any of the regular hobby.
How many
boxes
in a case of jumbos?
Six boxes, 10 packs, 46 cards per pack.
Oh wow!
So be about 2,800 cards, 2,700 cards, something like that. I think is what the number is. So yeah, and because you get three hits per box, and one of them is guaranteed auto, at least one auto. I figure I feel like the jumbo is probably a better deal.
I'm sure Joe will agree with me here. I think you're really smart in getting more cards, but having to open less packs. Like, I feel like after a while, we've gotten kind of used to getting boxes of cards and stuff now that have like blasters that have 7 or 8 packs in a box. You get a 24 or 36 pack box that we ripped from the old days. It's like, it's a chore, isn't it?
I opened a box of 90 MU, and after pack like 20, I'm like, oh my God, I still have half a box left, which is awesome. It's great. But if I could get all those in like a couple of packs, that'd be even better. And then my den wouldn't look like a disaster zone with just like empty packs all over the place.
I just opened a box of 1989 Nintendo cards for the channel. Should have that video up sometime soon. 48 packs in that.
Whoa.
So I mentioned a number of times, like I was just flying through, and I'm like, I have to just go through these really quickly because this would be
how many
4-hour
cards per pack?
Video. You only get like maybe 6 or 7. It wasn't a lot per pack, but still. The physical process of having to open all those packs. I had to take a nap after I got done with the video. I was tired.
I also like how those boxes feel when you pick up a box like that has that many packs and that many cards in it. Like this is a real box of cards. Yeah, right.
That's about the only kind of exercise people like us get.
That's fair. EP, so you said that it was $9.50 or so for the case.
Yep.
Isn't that like a box of like Score football?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, maybe
you might be able to get 2 boxes.
Might be able to get 2 Score football. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, baseball, especially Series 1. Again, there's going to be a lot of the base cards, so it's not going to be worth a ton of money, but people like to build that set. I'm definitely going to. I mean, I'm part of the reason I'm doing it is to get a set for myself. So I mean, like that's from back in 2012. I have a set of every case of cards that I got. I still have it. I'm going to probably have them forever. So yeah.
Is the idea to build yourself a set basically for free then?
Yep.
Okay.
My hope is to break even, maybe make a little bit more. Again, if I could turn it into another more cases or another case of something else later, like Bowman is super expensive compared to Series 1. So to be able to, if I could build up enough to get a whole case of that, it'd be crazy. But yeah, so that's where I am. But having a set though is part of the deal. Like that's part of my plan.
So you're gonna rip a whole case, put yourself through all that work just to get a set of Series 1 Topps.
Well, again, the plan, the hope is that I can make more than is to make some profit off of it and turn it into more boxes. I'm hoping to be able to get several cards I can grade and that sort of stuff and see what I can do, in that regard too.
Okay, well, I know you've been talking nonstop in our text thread about these, what are they called, golden mirror image variations. Yep. Like Joe and I think Joe might have muted you on there too, but just nonstop, right, Joe? Like,
I came back to 40 missed. I came back to 40 missed text messages. Yeah. And I joked with these guys. I'm like, as soon as EP started talking about case of Topps baseball, I'm like, I'm just going to mute my phone for a little bit and then just walk away.
Well,
So I'm not really familiar with these. I don't know if our viewers are. Let everybody know, why are you so excited about this? What are they? What are they going to be? Are they going to worth money? Are they going to be crappy? Like, well, I don't know how many you're going to get. I want to know. Tell us all.
Well, I don't think we know how many we're going to get yet until we start opening. But they're called, they're short prints. But here's the deal. Everybody in the hobby probably knows about image variations where they have a card with a different photo on it. Like a lot of cards, a lot of companies do that sort of thing. And Topps did that for theirs, and they have super short prints where they're really hard to find, and you'll have a player be replaced. Well, this year, every card in the set, all 330 cards, has an image variation, which is the first time they're doing that. They're also making it so when you flip the card over, you can tell immediately this is an image variation compared to another one, because
that's a good idea.
It's gold on the back, instead of having to get a magnifying glass and look at the tiny little code at the at the very bottom. You know what I mean? Like
that.
Yeah. And so some of them, the image variation is very, very slight in some sets. And once I've seen from this, like there's a Julio Rodriguez that's a really cool image variation, but making that so that the change, in my opinion, is that I think there's going to be like the chase of the set. I really think that people are going to like go bonkers for the rookie cards and the stars in this image variation, depending on how. I mean, if you're pulling one per pack or one per box or something like that, then maybe not as much. But I feel like I have a feeling, because of the way they're probably printing a lot of it, that they're going to be relatively difficult to find. I wonder if they're going to be a case hit or like 2 or 3 per case.
Are there like case hits? Have they designated anything a case hit yet? Or
they haven't, but I mean, on top of those, the mirror image variations, there's like dual autos with like Ohtani and Ichiro, and Ohtani and Trout, Griffey and Ichiro, and Griffey and Trout. I think there's some like there's like the dual auto checklist is ridiculous. I'm guessing those are going to be super duper tough to pull. So
you'll get at least one, right?
I expect I'll get a bunch of autos. There's also a lot of other autos the auto checklist is lengthy. There's a lot of autos and a lot of I want to say not great, because all of them are pretty much stars, but you don't want to get like some reliever.
So all those names you just said, those are baseball players.
Those are really, really, really good baseball players. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm sure like this Trout guy you mentioned won a ton of World Series, and he's like,
he has not.
Teams are always
nope.
Oh, really?
And the Ohtani guy has not either, but still they're
who do they play for?
They're like Dan Marino. What?
Whoa!
Dan Marino never won one, right? So
step off. The greatest regular season quarterback of all time. Just back off, okay?
Okay. Do they have Topps gold in them anymore?
Oh yeah, like the gold border. Oh,
like just the Topps gold, like going back to the retro days. Like,
oh no, like
they have anything
gold,
like that?
They have all the parallels. There are so many parallels.
Oh, so it's more than just gold now.
More than gold. They have the mirror gold image variations. They have gold foil board, which is like it's not quite a refractor, but shiny like that. And they have the gold bordered, which are numbered to 2020. They're always numbered to the year of release.
They're the ones that are like what started out in 1992 as the Topps gold, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That was just the Jeter Topps gold is the big deal, right? That was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
they do black gold.
They have black. They have a black border, which is I think that's number 272 or something like that. But they have tons and tons of parallels. They have a clear the Aztec cards, like a clear version that's numbered to 10. I mean, those are super tough to pull. Like the parallels are really cool. And then
is that for full set parallel?
Yeah, every card in the set and every insert has these parallels as well. And then the parallels, like all of the inserts also have numbered to 25 autographs. So on top of the autographs, the actual autograph sets, they also have every insert card. Like one of the inserts is the aces. They're based on like a playing card, but they're all aces, like pictures
like Pacific did back in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But all of those are like there's an Ohtani for that has will have a number to 25 number to 25 autograph. So I mean, there's tons of stuff going to be available. We'll just see how tough they are to pull. How much product is
are the autographs on card or are they sticker? Haven't they said?
They haven't said. I mean, I want to say that I saw a couple that had stickers, but then like every year they kind of like pay homage to one of the sets, and this year they're paying homage to 1988 Topps, which is weird that I'm doing this because I dislike 88 Topps so much. But there is a Julio Rodriguez autograph that is on card that they show in the promotional stuff.
I've seen that.
It looks awesome. Like despite my dislike for 1988 Topps, I like the way that card looks with the auto and everything. So
I think it's a nostalgia thing, regardless if you hate it or not. It's cool to see something you collected back in the day being in something currently, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what rookies are we looking for in this?
Oh, that's another reason why, like this. I think it's Grip and Rip Sports said in one of their videos. I saw it, like it came up on my YouTube. That he called this potentially could be one of the greatest sets, one of the greatest top sets of all time, at least a recent set. And I agree because of the interesting mirror image variations, all the autographs, and on top of that, we have this rookie class that is just pretty much off the charts. Like like Gunnar Henderson, Michael Harris, Adley Rutschman, Riley Green, Gabriel Moreno, Nolan Gorman, Tristan Casas, Brett Beatty. Like they're like, and they're half of those guys. Like I went out and got their Bowman first, like before the preseason, during the preseason from last year, just because I looked at their stats and was like, man, these guys could potentially be good. Brett Beatty, I think I have 3 of his Bowman firsts, and just like they're finally coming up and they're like doing stuff. So it's gonna be cool.
I can't wait to see you pull a Brett Beatty card.
Well, Joe, new PC.
Yeah, my new PC is Brett Beatty.
Yep.
Watch like 5 years down the road, he's like the next Trout, and I'm joking around about it, and then all of a sudden it's, you know.
When he first got called up, I want to say he hit like 3 home runs in like 2 days or something. Like he had a huge a couple games when he first came up. Then he kind of trailed off, and I think they sent him back down and stuff. But I mean, like these guys all, like Gunnar Henderson, a lot of people are like saying he's like the real deal. Could be like this massive. He's like the number 1 prospect, I think, in baseball right now.
He sounds like someone who might have been a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. Is that his Gunnar?
Him and Adley Rutschman. Like they both have WWE names for sure.
That would have been fantastic. I don't remember him though. I did watch the Rumble, and I don't think they did this year. Wow. So you're telling me there are like 8 million different parallels. Mm-hmm. They're doing these golden mirror things for the image variations. Are you a little worried that all this, like typically we always talk about the more and more stuff they add, that means the more and more they're printing. Mm-hmm. Are you a little worried that they're just printing this stuff to the moon and back?
I believe this will be the most printed product probably ever when it releases. Like I wouldn't be at all surprised if it is the most printed, most number of cards printed for any product ever. And I'm at a point where I don't think I care about it as far as value. Like we talk about a lot about overprinting, but the bottom line is like people want to complete this set. So the set's not going to be worth a ton of money. What the rookies are going to, like, when you think about rookies in baseball, you think about the Bowman first, and then the Topps flagship. Those are like down, like you're looking at when you're looking for Mike Trout, you're looking for his Bowman first, and then you're looking for his Topps update. I mean, so that's kind of like
Topps Chrome. Which EP you have one of those available on eBay,
I have the
right?
Bowman Chrome rookie, again, like that's not nearly as sought after as the Topps update. Like they're
on eBay. Wouldn't he have to actually list it? I don't think.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
I'm going to. Just before the baseballs. Oh, wait,
you're not.
We're right now. I should probably list that right now. Is probably when I should.
You won't.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been saying that for about a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm not as worried about the overprinting. They are doing a good job of putting a lot of stuff in there to get people excited. I think people are going to chase this mirror image gold variation, and it's going to drive people to buy the product. And I think the overprinting in this case is good for the hobby because people are going to have it available to them. Listen, I see you squinting, Mike. People are
overprinting is good for the hobby.
When we're talking about Topps Series 1.
I want to hear the rest. Yeah, go ahead.
We're talking about Topps Series 1, yes, because there are people who want to put together the set and they just want to have the set, period. There's also going to be all this they're adding all this value with all the parallels and all the autographs and that sort of stuff for the people who would rather have that. But I think having this set available to the masses means that everybody's going to be able to get a set, and it's not going to be super expensive, and it's going to get more people involved in the hobby.
Okay.
As someone who bought a case of
1988 Topps did that?
80 Topps looked terrible. Looked terrible.
Oh, okay.
And then 80 Topps had no autographs, no parallels, no reason to, no good rookies even. I mean, there was like 1 or 2, but Like it was.
I'm not even sure there were 1 or 2.
Yeah, but I mean,
Tom Glavine, right?
Yeah, but I mean, with this set, with the number of rookies and all that sort of stuff, I really think that I wouldn't be surprised if people look back on this and say this was one of the best sets that they've put out.
Okay, so my big question, I love the business side of this. I love the plan. I want to know what's your plan? You've spent $1,000. Okay, so how are we going to make this back, and how are we going to make money?
Well, when I back in 2012, like one of the things you have to do is you have to open them right away and list them right away. And I think a lot of people either don't have the time or won't take the time to do that. And
you're one of those people.
Not in this case. Not in this case.
All right.
Because you have to be quick about it. And so that's what I'm going to do. My plan is to rip them and then list at least 100 cards that night. Probably depending on, like, I see people listing a lot of pre-sale sets, and I'm hoping they buy multiple cases, because I feel like if you get a case of jumbos and 2 of those boxes out of the 6 are out of collation, you could end up with like not very many sets. And, you know, who knows what might happen. So I'm not going to do any sort of pre-sale stuff. That concerns me. I wouldn't, especially with the way things have gone with some of the production issues that all the companies have been having lately. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, so I plan to sell several sets, keep a set for myself, of course. And depending on those mirror image variations, like if I find a couple good ones, I'm probably going to send them off to get them graded, maybe with SGC or something like that. Like I'm looking for cards that I can add to my own PC stuff that I can send in a submission to get graded, and then have pretty much them pay for these cards, help pay for my PC stuff, and also make a little bit of money. So that's part of it. Like the grading stuff, having a few things that be able to send in, and higher end things that I can send in is going to help with my
the one issue about putting together sets and selling them has to be you're taking potential high grade rookies out of the possibility of sending them to be graded, right? I mean,
right.
So how are you going to like kind of circumvent that a little bit to where you can still send in? Are there going to be enough of each one of these rookies that you can build sets and have extras to then send off to be graded?
I don't think I'm going to send in many of the rookies to get graded. Okay. I'm probably going to sell them right away.
Yeah,
the base rookies on that.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably won't send those in. The mirror golds, I'll probably send those in because they'll be more limited. But the bottom line is, like last year, like Wonder Franco, I forget what the exact price he was going for, but his rookies were growing for quite a bit at the beginning.
They were like $25, I think.
Yeah. Now they're like $2.
Yeah.
So like, and that's So I mean, I don't, and the very first PSA 10 is going to get a lot of money, but then after that, they're going to keep going down, be less and less. It's better to just if I'm going to sell them, I'll sell them individually. Like right, I'll probably sell a couple of the rookies individually, like right away. Just because they will go for like $20, at the start.
Right.
Now, are you worried about all the competition you're going to have with it? Like, it's going to be overprinted. You talked about people pre-selling sets. I bet there are places that are probably opening like 10 or 20 cases of it. Like, feel like there's going to be a ton of competition, like from day one. Are you worried about that?
There was some competition back in 2012, and I think one of the issues is, again, it's a lot of work. And I think people like me aren't going to put in the time and effort to
You're a one-man operation to begin with. Like those places that are pre-selling sets, they probably have multiple people working on them, collating. Collating a set takes a long time. Like I feel like personally, my business view of this is that the set isn't worth the time put into it at the beginning. Right. Like at the beginning, you have to get the higher dollar cards, get all that stuff, get it listed, get your other stuff listed. Like set should be like a secondary thing in my opinion.
Those like I said, I'm going to try to list 100 cards that first day. Like those cards are going to all be the parallels and inserts. Again, except unless I find something that I think looks like it should be graded, then I'll send that in. But if I get, like I said, one of those Ohtani Trout autos, as much as I want to keep it, like that's getting put up probably 99 cent auction. For 99 cent auction very first day. And Yeah, I mean you have to make your money back when you spend like $1,000. At least
you have to
three of
look
us
at it as an investment.
Yeah.
You're doing this for a particular reason. Yes, those cards are great, but they're not to keep. Like this is its own separate thing, and you're going to try to make back as much money and make as much profit as you can. Well, sounds like a pretty interesting thing. Like I said, if we can get everything set up right, we will try to have his case opening on a live stream for anybody that might be interested in just watching, just to see.
Let us know. Put in the comments below. Do you want to watch EP blow through $1,000?
Sounds fun to me.
I'm gonna get some beers ready. It might be sponsored by Southern Tier. I mean, that's how great of an option it's going to be.
There's no bubble gum in the packs, but maybe I'll get a piece of bubble gum from like 91 Bowman or something to have on the stream.
My final question is, how much did Fanatics pay you for this promotional piece on our podcast?
And where's our taste? Where's our taste? Come on.
Fanatics, call me. Seriously, call me.
Give me a call. All right.
This is not expensive.
It's cheap. It's very cheap.
Very cheap. All right. Well, that's very exciting, and we will absolutely keep everybody updated. We'll check in the next couple weeks and see what you've been selling and see how everything goes.
We're gonna get on him, Mike. We have to get on him to sell.
Now, again, if I spend $1,000 on something, I'm not gonna mess around with it. Like, there's no they'll get taken care of. Don't worry. You guys don't have to keep telling me about this.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how much basketball you guys watch. I know, Joe, you're a big fan.
Huge.
This is the Joe Day podcast.
This is the Joe Day podcast here. Baseball to basketball.
I'm surprised it's not on Pier 2.
Have you ever heard of LeBron James? Do you know him?
That one I've heard.
Okay, there you go. Well, this week he broke the NBA all-time scoring record, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the first place.
I know him too. He was a football player for the Dolphins back in the 90s, right?
That is true. That is fact.
I knew I knew him from somewhere.
You didn't know he was a great basketball player.
Yep,
two-way player. I love it. I love it. Two-sporter.
And, we've also had Tom Brady retire.
I know that
recently.
guy.
Yes.
That guy I know.
So I wanted to throw that into a little bit of a discussion about collecting goats. Been renewed interest in LeBron James cards with him leading up to breaking the record, and with him breaking the record, some heating up a little bit on Tom Brady cards with him retiring. What do you think though? Like where's the right point? Do you get in now if you haven't collected Tom Brady, if you haven't collected LeBron James? What are you doing, Joe?
I mean, I've been keeping track of the Brady stuff. Those first couple of days, it was like I sent a GIF out to you guys, or GIF. I sent a GIF out to you guys where it was like Kramer going whoo like this, because that's how I felt when I was going on eBay and looking at all the Tom Brady cards listed, all the ones. There was such a huge influx of fixed price sales that the people listed their cards, had no idea, didn't wake up yet, and people were just scarfing up these lower listed cards because, hey, why not? They're listed. But for me, no, you wait. You're going to wait a little bit. Brady cards, they've actually already started to come down a little bit from when he announced his retirement. So for me, wait, if you want to get into Tom Brady, if you want to get into LeBron James now-ish, is one of the worst times to do it. But a year from now, for Brady at least, a year from now, that's when he's not going to go to Fox right away. So he's taking a year off to deal with family issues. So we'll see how that all goes. But so for that year that he's kind of out of the public sphere is the time that if you want to collect, it would be the time to collect. With LeBron, I feel like I've watched a lot of different YouTube content creators who have gone out to shows that that's their thing of recording them going out to different shows across the country. When they're negotiating back and forth about players like LeBron, they're talking about how him breaking the record is already built in. People are anticipating that he broke the record. It's like how people are anticipating Justin Herbert winning 7 Super Bowls. I mean, it's already built into the price at this point.
Yeah.
But for LeBron, I don't think his cards have changed terribly much. There was probably the jump for a couple of days after he broke the record. but they've got to come back down a little bit because again, the price was pretty built in. He was not breaking that record, right?
Well, yeah. The thing is, LeBron cards were down like a month or two ago. They were down pretty good, and then they started to build up again. And again, though, like I feel like the same thing with Brady. Like the bump you got when he broke the record, the bump you got when he retired, what isn't huge because it didn't last very long because of it's all kind of like expected. The thing I think because of LeBron's great. There's a lot of people who don't like him. For a number like the way he plays, being a whiner, the decision that whole thing way back when, but I still think
some people don't like him for his politics too. Let's not pretend like that's not thrown into some of those issues. You know, regardless of how you feel about where he stands on political issues, that can hurt someone's collectability.
Oh yeah.
There's a portion of people that are not going to like that, and they're not going to like you because of it. So
yeah. He's still a top 2 or 3 player of all time, right? Like he's going to go down as that guy, and who knows, eventually somebody might overtake him. But I don't know if there's anybody in the NBA right now who is going to break the scoring record like that. That you have to play for.
He played a long time and at a high level for a long time.
Yep. I think he needed 36 points the night he broke the record and scored 36 points at I think he's 45 now, something like that. And so, I mean, he's still playing the NBA, or maybe 40. He's still playing in the NBA at that age and like playing at a super high level. 38 is he? Okay, I thought he was over 40.
Because he was only 17 when he was drafted.
He was 18 when he came into the league in 2003. Yeah, 38.
Okay, and with Brady, I feel like there's every time that anybody talks about the NFL, or talks about a quarterback, talks about whoever the quarterback that just won the Super Bowl. Like they're going to reference Brady. They're going to compare them to Brady because Brady is number one. And there's, in my opinion, there's no question about that. So I feel like his name is going to continue to be in there. So they're going to get small bumps, and there's going to be interest in his cards for a long time. Where LeBron probably, because he's still playing, like in August when the NBA cards are that's like the time you should probably buy NBA cards is like August-ish, like in the summer, like that. His cards are going to be way easier to get them in August, probably price wise.
Yeah. Tom Brady is like the gold standard for football. Like I don't think there's really any argument from anybody that he is the number one collectible football player. Whereas basketball, LeBron, maybe he's number one, maybe Michael Jordan is, maybe Steph Curry will.
I was just gonna say some people say Steph is,
but like I feel but you have the situation with like Tom Brady and LeBron James. They're basically like collecting Michael Jordan, collecting Ken Griffey Jr. Like they've already completed everything they needed to do. So you're going to have these little bumps for the occasions, but they're going to settle back down where they were. Like they're not the kind of cards you don't buy goats to make quick money on a flip. Just it's already they've already done everything there is to do. There's no difference between those guys and guys that have been retired for a while. So you have to look at them as non-current players. Like they've accomplished it. It's the same as putting money into a Jordan card. Like you're buying that slower growth over time when you're buying these players.
It's like buying a government bond versus buying a stock, right?
Yeah,
like a stock you hope shoots up and goes crazy. And, depending on different things that happen with that company, that player, it could go through the roof, right? With goats, you're buying a government bond that may bump up a little bit as it accrues interest and, and the cost of living adjustments and all those things, right? That's how Brady and LeBron cards are going to be because they have, you're going to get the little bump when Brady starts with Fox. You're going to get the bump when he goes to the Hall of Fame. At a certain point, though, it's going to have to be a flat line or just the normal, price index kind of jumps for those guys. LeBron still has an opportunity to take a bigger jump because he's still playing, and I assume he'll play when his kid comes in the league. And, so I assume he'll play for at least another year or so. So he could get another championship, I guess. I don't know. But so he has the opportunity to jump up a little bit more, where I think Brady at this point, until the Niners sign him in week 10, I guess, and then they need him to win a Super Bowl.
He's totally coming back next year, right? He's totally coming back.
that's so full disclosure, I did a video for the channel we'll put up at some point, but about my undervalued Tom Brady rookie cards, the ones that I feel are undervalued. And I made a joke at the beginning. I mean, this video could make no sense if you're watching like 6 months because he might already be back in the league. You know, who knows? But yeah, I mean, you're right, Mike. Like they've done what they're going to do. So,
and those bumps that you're talking about, like the Hall of Fame and everything, are going to be temporary bumps.
Yep,
They're going to be
up
and then drop back down to
it's not going to go like this.
Yeah.
And like this. It's going to bump and then it'll flatten out.
Yeah, it's not like you're buying a rookie who hasn't done anything yet, or, you know, God forbid if Justin Herbert actually went to a Super Bowl and won.
Could you imagine if you won a Super Bowl? Oh my God, his cards.
Yeah. I mean, temporarily they'd shoot way up until people realize that, wait, how is Justin Herbert worth like $10 million and Tom Brady was worth $1 million? But yeah. So I mean, collecting
he's
goats
worth more than Joe Burrow. What the hell?
I know. Yeah, really. And
blows my
Joe
mind.
Burrow is a better quarterback on a better team with better players around him. It's not even close.
Gone to the AFC Championship 2 years in a row, and he almost won the Super Bowl. Yet somehow Justin Herbert cards are at least in that conversation, if not higher. It's
because Justin Herbert was the guy that shot up when the market was the hottest.
Yeah.
So you have way more people that have way more money into Justin Herbert than they have in Joe Burrow. Yeah. So of course they don't want to be out the money. The people that have big money into Justin Herbert have to keep believing that he is what the value of the card says he is. And, you know, they don't care as much about Joe Burrow because they don't have all this money invested in him that they don't want to lose. That's what it's all about.
The three of us had a great opportunity to talk with the Sports Card Dad last week, I believe. And I think all four of us were like, we'd love to have a really nice Joe Burrow card. None of us said, let's get a Justin Herbert card. None of us were thinking that. We all want a nice Burrow card for the PC because he's the one actually who might win 5 Super Bowls. You know, you never know. But still, like the Herbert love is just mind-blowing.
I'm a Chargers fan, so I would love to have a Herbert rookie, but there's no way I'd buy one right now. Like, there's no way it's gonna. I showed you the helmet that I have.
You were a
from
Giants
back in the days.
fan.
Listen. I'm a fan.
The
of
Eagles beat them that badly that you switched teams. Wow.
Mike's brand new favorite team. Mike's brand new favorite team, the Philadelphia
All
Eagles.
those Tiki Barber cards are just gone now, right?
No, listen. I can have
collecting Natron memes.
I have a bunch of Natron Means cards. Actually, I got a bunch. And Stan Humphries, that was the team from the helmet that I have.
Wow.
My least favorite NFL player is a Charger, by the way. As an aside, Alfred Papunu, you can go straight to hell, my friend.
Jesus,
I'm a Steelers fan. He was wide open in the AFC Championship against the Steelers. He caught the game-winning touchdown. I've never liked him since.
Wow, poor guy.
I know, right?
But getting back to goats, like just
that's what I was saying.
Herbert's not a goat.
No, but I mean, just the collecting, like the bottom line is it's a safer investment, but you're not going to make huge money on it in a short period of time. So that's really
it's very similar to vintage. It's very similar, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
A Bart Starr rookie or someone like that. I mean, you're not expecting Bart Starr rookies, you know, morbidly maybe when he passes away, but like otherwise you're not going to get a ton of jumps out of these players. They've done what they're going to do. So you putting your money into them, it's like, oh, okay, 5 years from now I can sell it for what I paid for it. That's fine. You know, you're not really expecting it to 3x, 4x, 5x.
Yeah. And I mean, you're probably not going to lose money on a LeBron James card or a Tom Brady card unless you're buying at an artificial
right
peak.
now.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now is not the time to buy it. Give it 6 months. Then, you know, you're probably not going to lose money. You're always going to have a solid investment there. Those guys are great. There's no question. Some of the greatest ever played in any sport.
I do feel though that you could be both of these guys. You could buy 2 or 3 of them, 2 or 3 of their rookies, like they're low. I'm thinking from low end stuff, like the Bazooka rookie, which is only like $300. What was like $300 for LeBron? It's probably more now, probably quite a bit more. But like the press pass Brady rookies, whatever. But you could buy 3 of them and kind of sell them on those little bumps. you're not gonna make a huge amount of money. But if you're somebody like me, like if I spend
a wheeler dealer like you,
yeah, I can spend $300 on these Brady rookies, and then during the bumps, I can sell the other ones and make a
You actually have press pass Brady rookies you could probably sell.
I do. I want to send them to get graded. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm gonna send them in and get them graded. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of sending them in to get graded, you bought a case of Topps.
Listen, don't try to figure out what's going on up here. Okay.
Oh, we don't. Yeah.
No, I know better. But
maybe you sold those like 10 million packs of cards you have from 1989 to 1992. You could get that $400 and grades.
If I sell all of those, what can we do for the 24-hour live stream? 23-hour live stream.
I have a lot of stuff over here we could start with there. Yeah.
I've got a case of beer.
Pack battles.
I mean, I'll be good. I don't need a case of cards. I got a case of beer. I'll be good.
Not a 30 pack? I figured you might need a 30.
I'll get a couple of 15 packs. I'll be good. Okay. Yeah. Those overpacked from Southern Tier.
Wait, what was that again? What kind of beer was that again?
That was a Southern beer tier beer.
And Starbucks coffee keep us awake. Fresh, delicious Starbucks coffee.
Long story short, we will sell out.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. We're here to make money. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure whether we get to this today, but I'd like to have a little bit of a discussion about this. When we collected cards, insert cards were not rookie cards. So, right. Other than the prices boxes, like when we got in, and I'm not talking about card boxes, that's a different thing, like the storage boxes we mentioned earlier, how much they went up in price. One of the things that shocked me the most when I got back into the hobby was the fact that all these insert cards that were never considered rookies are now considered rookie cards somehow. I put a little poll on Twitter and asked people, is an insert card a rookie card? Surprisingly, 56% of people said yes, and 44% said no. I would love to have a breakdown of like the age of these people and when they started collecting, because I bet it's probably almost 100% from like a certain cutoff point.
Yep.
But the 56% totally didn't understand why you were even asking that question.
Right? Yeah.
What's this like old they were like you're talking about? What? But yeah, like I mean. It's really crazy to me, too, that they were not rookie cards ever. And now we get back into it and they are somehow. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, well, I know we all come from the same time period. I know we all went through that. I guess the better question is, do either of you feel differently about it now looking back?
Well, first off, let me start because I did some research to find out when all this sort of happened.
Research?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm
the EP podcast.
I'm the research guy this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, Panini is the reason why.
Well, shocking.
I mean, when Prism came out in 2012, they had inserts that had the rookie shield on them. Their other products didn't have the rookie shield everywhere, but by 2013. Like you try to find a Matt Barkley Panini rookie card or Panini card from 2013 that doesn't have a rookie shield on it. They there might be like one or two, but they almost all have a shield. Every insert, every base card. But then Topps is like, hey, look at what those guys are doing. And in 2014, like a Billy Hamilton card, there's a couple inserts with rookie card, but by like it increased every year up until like 2018. And again, if you're trying to find an Otani card from 2018 that doesn't have a rookie shield on it, good luck because they are everywhere. So
it's like super duper short print.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like it's to answer your question, Mike, I still don't feel that they are rookie cards, and for my collection, like I still want the base card that's the rookie card for me. But I mean, if it has a rookie card shield on it, I'm going to list it that way.
Mr. Buy the book for a rookie card. So that does not surprise me because not only like the book on what a rookie card was supposed to be back in the day was it had to be from a major set and it had to be pack pulled.
Yep.
And like it was also kind of expanded to be the base card. It wasn't inserts back in when they came out.
Beyond that, Mike, remember the 1984 Topps football set. Marino's card is his rookie card. Mm-hmm. His in action, which is a base card, is not a rookie card. So it's like subsets within the actual.
And that's going back like in Topps baseball for forever. Like all stars were not rookie cards.
You got the individual card actual or the main card. Right.
Yeah. And I think it was 2016, 2017, 2018 until they started making the Series 2 and the update cards, also rookie cards, but just again all the way across for Topps baseball.
Because I remember 98 Fleer Ultra had 2 sets, and I don't remember, did they count the Manning and Moss where they were in their pro uniforms as rookie cards?
I think they're like
Series 1, they were the college, they were in Tennessee.
Typically back at the day, the first one that came out was considered
the rookie.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I remember that with Shaquille O'Neal too. Mm-hmm. Like he had, what was it, the upper deck? He had the trade card, and that was actually considered the rookie, whereas the one that was released in the high series was not. No.
So
they're racing. They're racing out of
drag racing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, for me, Mike, I've expanded a little bit. Parallels, I can still consider rookies, right? Okay. So like because
there are so many of them out there,
right? Like if you pull a card out and then there's the silver version of it, then the snake skin, oil skin, well, I don't know, whatever, elephant trunk, I don't know,
zebra,
Parallels I'm cool with calling like a refractor. Like back in the day when there was only like 1 or 2 parallels, like I would consider the refractor from Topps Chrome. I consider that a rookie, right? Or the gold medallion from Fleer Ultra. I'd probably consider that a rookie. Just inserts? No. They're inserts. They're not part of the base set. You can't really, like, even the parallels, they're not part of the base set, but they're part of a parallel to the base set. So that I kind of give a pass. But I will tell you this, when I am listing any card, I don't care what it is, it's getting the RC on my eBay listing. If it's an insert, if it's a base, if it's a parallel, it's getting the RC for all of them.
If it's got the shield on there, you got to.
Even if it doesn't, my friend, I'm putting the RC.
That's the thing, though. Like, it's like my main point is like, okay, a 1998 Peyton Manning insert is now considered a rookie by a lot of people, but it doesn't have a shield on it. So there should also be a lot of people now, because I know I've seen that argument that if it doesn't have a shield, it's not a rookie. So I don't know where you go with this.
I mean, what do you guys think about the cards from like Topps where they have rookie card on it, but they actually had a rookie 2 years before that? So
that's true. Yeah.
So what
that's a baseball thing, obviously, because
that happened a lot in baseball. Yeah. Yep. Wasn't Mariano Rivera like they had like a 95 card
Jeter too? Yeah.
Jeter too. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it really has made any difference in the pricing. No, so I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but just another odd discussion that card collectors can fight about.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of curmudgeons over here saying, well, we know what the real rookie card is, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, bottom line is, like, collect, whatever you think is.
Call it whatever you want. We don't care. If I'm selling it, it is a rookie card. If I'm buying it, I don't care. Maybe not. But like, definitely, if I'm selling, like you said, Joe, it's a rookie card.
It's a rookie card.
So yeah,
I bought the gold medallion Fleer Ultra Brady. I sold the base because I just didn't like the look of it and blah, blah, blah. But the gold medallion's an awesome, awesome looking card. The guy listed it as a rookie card. I had no problem with that. It's technically by our Beckett price guides from the 1990s and early 2000s. It's not technically a rookie card, but I consider it a rookie card. I mean, I think, like EP said, collect whatever you want. If you want to call it a rookie card, that's cool. Just don't overpay just because it says rookie card, as a buyer.
Okay, one more quick question for you.
Hey, well, let me just say one thing.
No, you said enough today.
No. I would be interested to see the back of the Tom Brady card, because my Frank Gore 2005 rookie card gold medallion doesn't have rookie on the back of it, but the regular base does have rookie on the back. So even Fleer on their cards did not put the word rookie on the back for the gold medallion card. So
I'll take a look. I'll take a look and let you know.
To me, it's still the gold, still the rookie card for me. Like, that's my favorite rookie card of Frank Gore. So.
Okay, so is Mark McGwire's rookie card the 1985 Topps or 1987 EP?
85.
Okay. There we go.
I actually agree. Is that the USA?
Yeah, USA card. Yeah.
I even think that's the rookie card.
Okay. I saw that argument on Twitter, and I'm like, again, anybody of a certain age, there's no argument. Like,
yeah, it's not,
1985 has always been his rookie card.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take another card in the same set from 2 years later and say it's a rookie card. But yeah, that's it. Okay, well, I think that was a pretty good chat. The EP version of the podcast today. I hope everybody enjoyed hearing.
It's going to be our most viewed podcast.
Yeah, really. Like Joe and I won't even be here next week.
We'll get views.
EP's big face right here on your whole screen. So,
sorry,
all right, guys, that was a fun chat. We'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
Adios.
Boys.